What's the deal with Ghrelin and Leptin? I mean, those sound like characters from a Ninja Turtles movie. Actually, Toka and Razor from the Ninja Turtles 2 movie from when I was like in 4th grade. Yeah, let's talk about those things. By the way, in case you're new to this channel, I'm Slick Nick, your personal keto bro. And obviously, I have a master's in bro science. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a dietitian, a nutritionist, a personal trainer. I am simply a dude in Tennessee with a camera who has decided, as he approaches his 40th birthday, to making himself a human experiment to determine, can I get down to 17% body fat by going full keto, which I already am, and I have been for months. But this is not, a video for you to learn from me. I'm not here to tell you to be keto. I don't care what you do. Do you know I'm a libertarian? I don't care what you do. This is about me. You're the one wanting to be entertained. You're the one wanting insight. You want to raise your IQ by watching this guy. I don't think that this experiment will cause anyone to become keto. It may talk them out of it. We'll see. Let's talk about these hormones. And they're called, I like to say in this order, Ghrelin and Leptin. Ghrelin and Leptin. I can't even say them right. Again, bro science. Ghrelin and Leptin. And I'm still new to this myself, as I don't understand the difference. So ghrelin is easy to remember. It's just like your stomach is growling. And when you start getting hungry, that's that hunger hormone kicking in. Ghrelin. So, for us keto people, we do the intermittent fasting. We do our keto coffee, which I'm about to make here in a minute. It'll be the next video I make. So that is ultimately, through me doing keto coffee, is how I keep it from kicking in about this time of the day. It's like 11 o'clock. I've only had a cup of black coffee with some MCT oil in it, and I had that at like 6 a.m. I haven't eaten anything. Now granted, I have drank this once. This is a half gallon. I filled it up this morning. I drank it all, and now I just refilled it. So I am feeling the ghrelin kick in, and it's okay because again, I'll be making my keto coffee with extra fat butter this time around. So we've got that going on. But then there's leptin. Now that's the opposite, basically, the counterpart. So leptin is going to be in foods that help you be less hungry. By eating all these foods that we eat that are keto, that are low carb, high fat, tend to be the foods that are going to counteract that. So ultimately, I am looking for less ghrelin in my life, and I'm managing that because I'm red pill. I control things that I can't. I focus on what I can control, and I control those. Now, same thing though with the leptin. Leptin is my friend. I want more leptin. I want to eat foods. I want to hack the system. I want to be more efficient in how I eat, what I do eat, what I don't eat, when I eat it, when I don't, so that I am working with those. See, that's the true bro science of this whole keto thing, is that I'm talking to you about stuff that, again, I have no medical background. But what if that was what's awesome about all this? What if I'm able to reach my goals by simply researching myself, and yeah, researching in quotation marks, air quotes there, right? Because again, I'm not a legitimate source at all. I'm just some dude experimenting on myself. And this is a lot of fun for me, but I am learning some actual science behind it. So yeah, the hunger hormone, ghrelin, and then there's leptin that is ultimately there to help be less hungry. And I feel like it's similar to my apple cider vinegar, which I do an hour before I eat. But I feel that there's certain things I do that I feel internally, magically, bro sciencely, cause things to cause my body to be more efficient in burning fat. Leptin food. I'm curious. I mean, again, I've kind of known about ghrelin, but leptin, I'm looking up on WebMD. Isn't this a funny video? It's some dude looking up stuff on the internet and you're still watching it. But hey, I mean, we're kind of learning and this together. So foods with leptin is what I'm looking up right now. And also, as that's loading, why is it loading? Why shouldn't it just immediately show up? Yeah, they're there. But also, it reminds me of my my kimchi and also my sauerkraut, things that have probiotics in them. I don't do kombucha because of the sugar, but I do those things all about the probiotics. So I think there's a lot of science going on in here that we have to look beyond just counting calories. And we have to look at the bro science of it. And granted, again, it's bro science because I'm talking about it. If we had someone who actually, was legit in my eyes, like also a YouTuber, Autumn Bates. She has actually got the education to back this up. There's Dr. Berg on YouTube. There is Thomas DeLauer. Those are people who heavily influenced me. Also on Amazon, there's a documentary called Fat Fiction. So those are my main 4 sources. Feel free to check those out. I have 100% respect for everything, all those sources I just named. But yeah, let's close the video by me learning and you learning what foods have lectin in it. Leptin, like Lipton tea, but leptin. So berries. Of course, I have, a cup of blueberries in my Greek yogurt at the end of the day, which are some of my only true real carbs for the day. Unsweetened beverage like green tea, black tea, okay. Healthy oils like olive oil, which I do add olive oil in my salad. Vegetables, raw, steamed, or roasted. So, I mean, I eat a ton of vegetables, and I'll have a separate video I'm making soon on that. Legumes, beans, peas, lentils. Yeah, my wife just bought this soup mix, and it says grain-free, and I looked on the back, and sure, it was less than 25 grams of carbohydrates because it was beans, peas, and lentils. I'm like, okay, well, I'll budget that into my carbs for that day. Next, lean meat, poultry, and fish. Okay, obviously those are part of what I eat. Whole grains, and it's talking about brown rice instead of white. See, I'm a follower of Joe Rogan, and I watched this video on how actually brown rice isn't as good. But either way, I don't really eat rice much at all, so whatever. I don't really care. Salad greens, I'm already doing that, and mushrooms, and I add mushrooms in my salad. So man, I'm gonna be making my salad video while wearing this same shirt here in a little bit, a couple hours when I start eating to break my fast. So that's pretty cool. You have witnessed me learning in this video while we learned together. So what I've learned is that through my intermittent fasting, blocked by my keto coffee. Again, my first coffee of the day is just black coffee and MCT oil. My second coffee, which is around 11, that's the true keto coffee, which I'll be making that video soon too. But those are ways that I counter the ghrelin that pushes me to usually 1 or 2 in the afternoon before I have my first actual meal and actually break the fast, which means that I'm actually eating something other than pure fat, which would be protein in that instance, and some fiber through my salad and kimchi. So that's interesting. I've learned that. I've learned the leptin thing. That's the hormone that keeps you from being as hungry. So again, it's not really about calories. It's about that fiber. That's my 5 pillars of being keto. Filling up on fiber, fat and fiber is the first one. Then fasting, then drinking a lot of water, and then walking 2 to 3 miles a day, and then getting at least 7 hours of sleep a night. So those are the 5 pillars. I'm the first person ever to come up with those 5 pillars and spell that out like that. Check out, I always put the link right there in the video if you want to check out my original initial video of this whole Keto Bro series here. So yeah, I learned a lot. So even when I do break my fast, I'm immediately breaking the fast with so much of the food that causes the leptin to kick in. But I also have, here it is, I'm already getting it ready, avocado. And so you check out my salad video, you'll see how I break my fast. And but yeah, that's pretty cool. I learned a lot just now. I taught myself, and you happen to watch me teach myself these things. So hey, I'm not here to teach you anything though. I'm here, if anything, to learn from you. If you follow keto and you can enlighten me, I want to be more efficient at keto, because I'm, again, fairly new at this. I mean, I accidentally kind of fell into it from counting calories and starting my day with a lot of protein. And it got to the point where I realized, but is fat more efficient? For me personally, absolutely. I get so much work done on basically nothing but fat. And even when I do finally eat at 2, more at that point is just to start getting my nutrition in. It's not because I'm really hungry at that point. I tend to be the hungriest around 9 or 10, and that's when I heard, that's when I've researched that's when ghrelin really starts kicking in, but you're also burning the most fat during that time. That's my point. Imagine the paradox that if you were the hungriest when you're burning the most fat, so you block it with keto coffee. That video is going to be filmed very soon.